Today I would like to discuss the equipment that we utilize for drying and mitigation in people's homes when they experience water damage. I want the customers to see why we are the highly rated company in the Cleveland area that we are, because of the people and the equipment that we utilize when we do these jobs. So Marcus, I know there's a lot of restoration companies out there. They use different equipment types. Today specifically, I want us to talk about what we use as, would you say that this is more like your main equipment during drying time?
Yes, it is the most important piece of equipment that I do have at my disposal. The Apex 570 truck mount is very powerful, is very efficient. I can do a multitude of different things depending on the job or what type of water problem you had in your house. It can extract, pressure wash, and also steam clean as well. If you do have sewage in your basement, I can get all of that cleaned up, do a thorough pressure washing or steam cleaning as I need to, and also it can, efficiently clean and cut down drying time, especially if you have a hot water tank below.
I know that there are other restoration companies, that most of them probably out there in Cleveland area, that are utilizing these portable units right here. What is the difference between this unit and this unit? Why did we decide to spend extra $40,000 to have these units on our trucks where we could have bought just this $3,000 unit right here?
Well, yeah, there's a couple different reasons. These things don't work as efficiently. They're not as powerful. Also, with this, I can get more access into people's homes. Lugging that thing around someone's house, up, down the stairs, not exactly ideal. I have over 150 feet of a 3-inch tube that I can hook up, and I can put it through the house, and it's so much easier and so much more convenient for us and for our crews and for the customer as well. I have a hose set up that I'll hook up to either an exterior hose or an interior, and I can run it directly into the truck mount and run water through, which I can superheat and set to whenever I need to, whether it's low heat, medium, or high heat, depending on how abrasive I need to be on the surfaces. I've had jobs where I've had to extract carpet. I've taken, close to 50 to 100 gallons of water out of a carpet. That way, when I do set up my equipment to dry out the rest, it takes sometimes 2 to 3 days less on the job. And it really, really, really helps. And the customers prefer it too, and our crews prefer it.
Well, I'm sure there's maybe some customers out there that want to see how this thing works. So would you mind if we fire it up, throw some water in, and see how powerful this thing is?
Of course, let's do it.
Marcus, thank you so much for showing us how our equipment works. But bottom line is, why should customers go with a professional company like ours that utilizes this equipment versus maybe even trying to do this themselves or utilizing companies that use portable equipment? What is the difference for them?
Of course, yeah. When you're dealing with sewage back up in your basement and you have all of those deposits seeping into your concrete.
Because concrete is porous, right?
Of course, yeah. So, the deposits soak into the material itself, and you need high pressured steam, and a vacuum to get deep and to suck out those deposits. Because at the end of the day, our customers are our number one concern. And if we have to go a little bit farther, spending some money on equipment to make their life easier, it's worth it to us.
I agree. Thank you, Marcus.
You're welcome.